Northern Savage here, stopping by. Well, do that one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, Northern Savage here with a new feature on Talking While Aiming. We've got the Gorilla, Vanilla Gorilla, stopping by. Gorilla, how you doing?
Beautiful day in the world of I don't know, of craziness today.
Craziness. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's always a spectacle here in the U.S. So let's do some film breakdown. One of the new features we've got on Talking While Aiming this week is we're going to actually do some film breakdown. We've got the Gorillas tape. I'm actually on this one as well. We actually got into a lobby together, and I'm going to hopefully find the right one here. Bear with me here. Yeah, that looks like it. So this one takes place in Arena. We're going to do some game tape analysis here. Right? You ready to rock and roll, my friend?
Yeah, man.
Can you see the screen?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. All right. So again, we're live right away. Okay, so right off the bat, I got to ask you, you got that circle feature dropping in.
Yeah, and I don't when I'm playing, I don't see that.
Okay. Just with the
But,
recording then?
yeah, I guess I don't know what it is. I don't ever see it do that when I'm playing.
Now you just dropped 4 grenades over the lobby. You flush everyone out. These aren't exactly high quality players. These are entry
Yeah.
level players. And yeah, what happens next?
So I actually got tagged a little bit, but yeah, it was one of those things where I was pushing to the front and I didn't really hear a lot of feedback from the other side. There's obviously the complaining thing, but um, man, I chucked a couple grenades over the wall, and I come around the thing, and half of the team was there. It was like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
And that does happen occasionally. I think of kind of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid when they pop out at the end and the entire Bolivian army's waiting to shoot them.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep,
All you can do is try and cap a few or make your way back around a corner and bail.
yep, yep. And one got lucky enough to clip me right at the top as he was coming over the wall. So, um, here, this is another one. He was doing his best to jiggle peek out there and get me a little, see where I was, how close I was, and he just did it too many times at exactly the same pace, and I timed him, and
There you go. So
yeah.
in a game like this where you're going to put up monster numbers, let's just call it what it is. We're looking at something that's going to be ridiculous in the total final score. What is it? So again, you're back in spawn. Let's back it up here a little bit. Can see that maybe a little bit? So you're making your way around. You're back in. Hopefully, I'm here giving you a little bit of support because I know I
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
this as well.
I think you were actually coming around the other side, and you were going on the left, and I went around to the right, and then just started, and they had just started talking about us, that we were we were pretty good players. And then I peeked around their spawn and just started blasting them from the back door. They were
Oh my,
not happy about that.
I wouldn't think so. Let's skip ahead to the end here. I think we know how this is going to end. This is an easy run for the Gorilla and for the Northern Savage here. What do we got? Zooming in, I'm looking at something like 45.
Yeah.
We put up 29. That's a
Yeah.
that's a pretty good. That's a mollywop right there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. So Gorilla, looking at the tape here, what do you think? What did you notice about your own play in a match like this? Is it something that you feel is on par with your normal game? Is there things you can improve on? What's going on?
So, watching a lot of by myself's videos and his critiques of other people, I have swayed some of my movements.
Hmm.
Instead of doing like when you come out of spawn in Frontier, even when you come out of spawn and you're on the um offense side, right? When I go around the boxes, instead of coming out of spawn and going straight around the box, I go to the box and now I dip around beforehand, going to the right towards the buildings, in between the box and the buildings, instead of going all the way to the outside or riding around that mountain at the high point. Um, I have improved a little bit, I believe, uh, with watching some of his videos and some of the keynotes. Um, there are certain maps he does a little more because it seems like everybody sends him a video of similar map, so he just goes over the same person's gameplay, on the one map, or it's like 3 or 4 people and they're all sending him the same map. I mean, we all get stuck in that frontier land. But every now and again, I'll catch a new one and I'll just sit and listen and try and pick apart my gameplay from his perspective, watching someone else do similar things that I do.
Okay.
The
Looking at future of Talking While Aiming, you're becoming a regular contributor. This is your third panel show. You get the lucky number 3 here. Third panel show for the Gorilla. We're going to have more clips. We're going to have more video clips here. Now that we've established how to get it onto the screen, it's going to be a lot easier. I think
Yeah.
we've cracked some of the technology here. What do you want to see? Is it just full gameplay? Is it people sending us their clips, their highlights, their kills? What is it you want to see from the public when they start sending in videos?
Yeah, I would like to see just people's the directions that they go, and then certain moves to when they come up to arena. Do they go up the center and hug the walls? Do they go straight up the center and then jump out? Do they go right lane, left lane? Do they hide behind the boxes and throw, or do they hide behind the boxes and shoot? Those are kind of the things that I like to try and pick apart for myself to try and make myself better.
So you want to take these clips and say let's analyze. Let's get to the point where we're picking apart players' approaches, their strategies, and really making your own game that much stronger.
Yeah, well, I mean, to a point. I mean, sometimes you just want to sit and watch
Some really
how
good
people
kill runs and stuff like that.
Yeah, watch how people do it, and like, for me, like, even in watching the video, I feel like that video is slow. You know what I mean?
You mean in terms of your pacing, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I feel like I'm too slow getting to the points that I need to be.
Let's talk about that for a minute, because you raise a good point. Number one, it's Arena, which is a huge map.
Huge map, yeah.
Huge map. Number two, it wasn't a full lobby.
Right.
Number three, you were playing against players that weren't that concerned about getting at you.
Yeah. Right.
So if you're making, like, again, if you're playing in a match where I say over half the players are 100 level plus, the skill level jumps.
Right.
And now you're running at each other, and there's a lot more conflict. You were dealing with a situation where half the team wasn't there. The other half was happy to sit and spawn and play with their deagles.
Wait. Yeah, right. Right. Waiting to get shot in the back or whatever, waiting for a grenade to come over the wall.
Yeah. Well, it changes the approach to the game. So yeah, I can see why, we put up decent numbers, but it certainly didn't feel like an action-packed game.
Right.
That being said, there are other games where now folks, normally we have Rusty Hog. Rusty Hog was supposed to be a contributor today. We're not sure if he's going to be able to join us today or not. But I actually have a video of a match that Hog was in. Hog and I were in, and it was a 2-on-2. Again, a lot of other players that were okay, but there were 2 other really highly skilled players, and it turned into a hunting fest, a 2-on-2. Very exciting. So again, if that skill set jumps even a little bit, if there were 2 other players on that other team in Arena, the match would have felt different.
Right. Right.
Like what would have changed if we would thrown, like, say a Mimi Navarro or a By Myself into the other team. All of a sudden, it's not you and I walking around with the M4s having our way with some kids that aren't that great yet. Now you got to watch your back.
Now, when you're coming out of spawn, you got to check to make sure nobody's waiting for you.
Yeah. No blind
By
running.
myself, boy, he'll get up there quick, wait for you behind that box, and as soon as you pop out, he's burning you down with that FAMAS.
That Mimi, that that FAMAS is lethal. That close action around those tight corners in arena, he can do a lot of damage with those. So yeah, it changes the nature of it. So hopefully the Hog will join us and we can talk a little. It was a container match, Kook Spook and Aisha Gotts. Versus Rusty Hog, and I had a lot of fun. Really good match. And
I played her the night before, and man, they were murderous.
She's been on a tear.
Yeah,
she has been on a tear. I've played again. So that was one match out of I think I played 4 or 5 in a row with her.
Right.
Just oh my God, just kicking my ass. So
long shots with a FAMAS, up close with a FAMAS does not matter.
Yeah. And I wonder if the next step for her is diversifying, because I think with the FAMAS there's not much she can't do.
Right.
So I think it's probably time for the next weapon, in my opinion, which counts for Jack. So folks, that is about a few minutes with the Gorilla, breaking down some video, not watching the entire match, but kind of getting a sense of how the Gorilla approaches what was essentially a blowout. But Gorilla, thanks for being the guinea pig, the first to do the video analysis here, and more talking while aiming when we come back. Stay tuned. Once again, we are back, folks. It is Talking While Aiming. It is the show that is dedicated to the game that is AIM-XR. I have 2 of my regular contributors on board today. It is panel show number 3. Welcome aboard. I am Northern Savage 95. I am a 600+ level player in the game that is AIM-XR, and I am joined by 2 of my regular contributors. First up, we have the Vanilla Gorilla. Vanilla, how you doing today?
Hitting and missing.
Hitting and missing. You can't go wrong much more than that. Let's talk a little bit about the Vanilla Gorilla. He is a 593 level player. He is pushing 600. He is top 50 in the M4, and he is most likely to be one of the players to back his truck over you after he kills you. Along with that, we have Rusty Hog. Rusty Hog, 916 level player. Number 2 with the MP5. He's the one that's most likely to kill you and never let you see it coming. 2 players that I enjoy playing with a lot. They join me on Talking While Aiming, the only show dedicated to the game that is AIM-XR. And it's a Sunday morning. How you guys doing?
Doing great, my friend. Hope you are too.
Wonderful.
It is Super Bowl Sunday. We've got a lot to talk about today. Full agenda. But we're going to start off with some quick takes. Folks, those of you that are joining us for our first panel show, both these gentlemen are regular panel members. They've gone through this before. Quick takes is a real game show style format. It's real simple. I'm going to ask them questions, and I am the judge. I get to decide if they are right or wrong. Does that make them actually right or wrong? No. We're only doing this for fun. So, real quick, this is a best out of 5 situation. It's a head-to-head matchup. I am the judge. Gorilla, you get the first crack at this, okay? Whoever gives me the better answer gets the point. Vanilla, give me the most overrated gun in AIM-XR.
Overrated gun in XR is, in my opinion, the sniper.
Okay, sniper rifle. Moving on. Rusty, which gun would you nerf right now if you could?
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go MAC-10 because of its speed.
MAC-10. Okay. Simply for ease of accuracy, familiarity, and obviously the fact that the sniper rifle can take you out with one shot. I'm giving the first one to Vanilla. Vanilla, you get that first point. Congratulations. Okay, this next one goes for the Hog first. Hog, what is the best map for traps?
For traps? I'm going to say AIM.
AIM. Close quarters. Vanilla, the best map for pure long-distance shooters.
Black Mage.
Black Mage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to give this one to the hog. When you talk about traps, aim so much close quarters, you can lure people in and really have a lot of success there. Giving that one to the hog. It's 1-1. Moving on to number 3. This is the yes/no question, gentlemen. It's a yes/no question. All I need is a yes or a no, and I will decide the winner. Hog, you're getting this one first. Better role for a sniper. I'm sorry. What's a better role out there? To be a sniper or to be a grenadier?
Oh God, I'm gonna say sniper because at least you can get on point.
Sniper. Okay. So, and vanilla tactical assaults. Sorry, hold on a second. This is the let's start that again. I gave Rusty a question that wasn't a yes or no question. So let's start that again.
Sorry about that.
Okay, sorry. I pulled a question from another one. So we're gonna ignore that one. I'm trying to do this with the sunglasses on. All right.
Aren't you supposed to be wearing those at night?
Yeah, boys, I have some sun coming in, and it's Sunday morning, and I'm having a good time. We'll cut all that out.
Yeah.
Moving on to question number 3. This is a yes/no. All right, I will judge this based simply on a yes/no answer. First one will go to Rusty Hog. Is the best player on the team the best leader? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. And vanilla. If you throw a tactical assault and throw heavy grenades, is the assault guaranteed to work?
Yes.
Okay. That's a tough one. I think I'm going to have to go with vanilla on this one simply because I love grenade assaults. They're the best. If you can just get everyone to start chucking grenades first and the other team's not ready for it, it can really change the dynamic quite a bit. I'm giving that one to vanilla.
Most definitely.
Okay. This is pure opinion, gentlemen. I know you are both very strong opinion about what makes a good aim player. Give me one quality, one word to describe an essential component of an aim player that has to play on your team. Hog, you got this one first.
Humble.
Vanilla, what do you got?
Speed.
Okay. I'm going to hold off on the answer for that one. That's too close to call it this time. I will go to the last answer right here. Or the last question, excuse me. You've got a player to send on a suicide mission. Okay. First of all, you gentlemen, let's do odds or evens. Call it vanilla. Is it odds or evens?
Odd.
It was evens. I'm sorry. So Hog gets first crack at this list. Hog, I'm going to give you 3 players. You have to send on a assassination mission.
Okay.
1 player to make it to the opposite map in container to assassinate someone when they respawn. I'm giving you 3 choices on who you're picking. You can have Jay Dashla,
okay.
Rat King, or Coolest Carp. Who are you picking from your team?
Oh, geez. I'm going to go J-Dash.
J-Dash. Okay. Gorilla, I give you the other 2, Rat King, Carp, or I give you the wild card. You can pick someone else.
Lately, I'm going to say Rat King.
Okay.
He's going to get there, but he's going to throw some mags.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Okay. Gentlemen, actually, the last answer was the correct one. It would be Carp, because I guarantee you if he gets killed, he's going to take you out with a grenade along the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's true.
But I will give, since both of you picked someone off my list, I'm going to call that a split. I will give the win, though, to speed. You got to have speed in this game. So I'm going to give this one to the Gorilla with a 3-1 victory over Rusty Hog, with the last one being disqualified. Vanilla Gorilla with the win. This is what you get for showing up for the prep session. Rusty Hog missed it, and he comes in last place.
Be prepared out there, gang.
Gotta be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Quick Takes on Talking While Aiming. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Folks, as you know, Talking While Aiming has regular interviews with some of the top players. We have exciting chances to connect with some of the best players in the game and talk with them about their skills. And occasionally I get some of these suckers to come on a panel show and talk just about everything. But we are also shooting on Sundays. That's usually when the panel shoots. It's when we have time. And today happens to be Super Bowl Sunday. That's right. Tonight, the Seahawks and the Patriots will go at it. So, while I'm not a fan of either, obviously I've got my Lions gear on. I am a Northern Savage, just like Dan Campbell said. We love the Northern Division. But you know what? In honor of the Super Bowl, I have asked the Gorilla and the Hog to come up with their NFL awards. We had the NFL awards recently the other day, and we're going to do the AIM XR version of the NFL awards. So we're going to start off with the Hog, then we're going to go to the Gorilla. We're going to start off with MVP. Now, MVP, as defined by me, is going to be the player that if you took him off the team just wouldn't be as good. They are most valuable in all respects, not necessarily the most offensive or the highest skilled player, but just someone who's just valuable. So who do you got?
I've got Robin Hood 44.
Okay. Robin Hood 44. I love that. Definitely a valuable player. Not a big talker.
Yeah.
What is it about him you like?
He is
Why does
so
he get your vote?
well-rounded. He gets my vote because he kind of climbed the leaderboard out of nowhere, but along with that came all the skill to back it up. After a certain period in time, I noticed I was starting to just fall victim to him time after time. And so he does it all, and he does it very gracefully and skillfully.
Solid choice. Gorilla, who you got?
Yeah.
My MVP is always Prez.
Prez. Can't argue it. Solid
Solid.
player. Everyone knows the
Yeah.
stats. Everyone knows the skill level. He's been talked about by you. I mean, you're one of his biggest supporters, I'd say, out there. All right.
I know.
I can't fault either of those players. Great lethal players. Let's talk coach of the year. Now, obviously, we don't have a huge coaching fraternity yet. We don't have teams that have invested in that as a resource. That might be coming one day. But in the meantime, I've interpreted that, and I've asked these gentlemen to interpret that as the encourager. Who's the player out there that is encouraging, is giving positive vibes, and is encouraging other players? So let's go with the Vanilla Gorilla this time. Vanilla, who you got?
Well, I actually have two.
Okay.
And the reason why is because one is a known coach and one is a not so well known coach.
Okay.
The known coach obviously is by myself. If anybody's been on YouTube, they've seen his videos, and he's very in depth with his coaching. The other is Omar.
Okay. Very positive player.
Yeah. He's always there. Like, you're doing good, whatever. But he'll also, follow me. Let me show you. And then he, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So he'll show you
in-game
hands-on
tips. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't argue with either of those. Comeback player of the year. Now, in the NFL, comeback player of the year usually has sustained an injury or something like that. We don't really have a lot of injuries. I think Stray J had a serious injury with her shoulder, which kind of prevented some play. But let's just call it the comeback player of the year award is for us in the AIM community is the player we want to see more. It's a player we haven't seen in a while. We'd like to see come back. Hog, who you got on this one?
I have a throwback. I don't know if anybody knows about even in this community, but Wasp Name is somebody I played with in my early days, and I played with him a lot in my early days. And he was a 750 level when he stopped, and that was about 6 months ago. And then he made an appearance like once since then, and I just miss him. It was nice to see him. Yeah.
Wasp Name, good player. I recognize the name. Gorilla, who you got?
Lately, in my opinion, it's Dana. I haven't seen her in forever.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, bam, she's in there. You get in if you can get in the lobby, because usually when Dana's in the lobby, everybody floods to the lobby.
Right.
But just haven't played in a while, and then when I did see her, it was like, damn it, I got to get in there. So you sit there and you highlight the map and you just wait.
Like, hope to get in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dana 4795, great player. I think half of it is just guys like, if you're gonna get killed, might as be with a girl with a nice southern voice doing it.
Yeah.
lethal as hell.
Yeah.
Offensive player of the year. Now this is just I want pure road grader, someone who's just going to take anybody in front of them and move them out of the way. I have my own thoughts on who would be the defining person for this, but I would love to get your take on it as well, gentlemen. Let's start with the gorilla this time. Gorilla, give me your one.
Robin Hood.
Solid player.
Nice.
Offensive, puts up crazy numbers. Can't argue with that. What about you, Hog?
I'll have to go with Coolest Carp.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just no escape once he gets to the front. Forget about it.
Okay. And on the flip side of that, when you have a great offensive player, you often need what we call, or what I call, I don't really know if anybody else calls it, a backstop. Someone who is going to work that back line, not necessarily your biggest pusher, but someone who's going to take care of business, make sure there isn't a lot of spawn runs or other team getting in the backyard and having inappropriate fun. So who is your backstop? Who's your defensive player of the year? Let's go with the Gorilla on this one. Gorilla, who you got?
Again, I have two, and one is because I haven't seen him as much in the maps. And the new one is, so the old one is Win. You cannot beat Win if he's on that back wall.
Win over KD?
Yep. And the new one is Majizik.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because
Rock
he's
solid.
another one. If he gets into a happy place, he is going to stay there and kill you every time you come around around the wall.
Majizik would be the first player that I would draft where I wouldn't be worried about the language barrier, and I would just say, do exactly what you always do.
Yeah.
And it would be fine. And you can plug and play him and just say, do what you do.
Play.
And he's going to play that back line and he's going to control things, and he's not a communicator because there is that language barrier. And he says that, like, I don't know English. He says that, but his play speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Hell of a player. Hell of a player.
Yep.
All right. Did we get yours, Hog?
No, not yet.
All right. Let's hear it. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Fuzzy.law.
I have.
She,
I
always,
remember Fuzzy well.
Yeah.
Does she use the AUG?
Actually, I forget to tell the truth. That sounds about right, though. I just know that when on the Unbroken and the Run and Gun for Fun, always felt good when she had my back.
Okay.
It was nice.
All right.
Yeah, Fuzzy's a hell of a player.
Great player in her own right. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's go with the last award of the night, the Communicator Award. This is the award that we're going to give out to just, the person that keeps the conversation flowing. Doesn't necessarily have to be game related. Sometimes it could just be a person who helps with the vibe. Who you got, Gorilla? Who's keeping the vibe just right for you, and who's talking in name?
JHE Irish.
Oh, nice.
I like Irish. He comes in with a good attitude every time. Love talking with that guy.
Yep.
What do you feel he communicates well?
So lately, again, you get into time frames, right, where you play and certain people are just on every time when you're in there. And Irish has been that way the last couple of times that I've been on. He's on the same time, and between him and Sir Richard, I get, between those two, one of them is going to be in the map, and it's the same. Hey, on the left, there's two on the left. I just got taken out. Okay, and then we go on, or we're just talking about, hey, what are you up to lately?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah. Okay, last award, Hog. Who you got?
For a great communicator, I've got Rio. Rio's always the life of the party. Yeah. And then also on top of that, he's a double threat. I mean, he comes in, he keeps the party alive, he amps it up.
Yeah.
And then and he's always happy to see you. He says as much. And then on top of it, he's going to tell you when somebody's coming around that corner. He's always keeping an eye on the game, always trying to motivate and pump you up. So
announces his mag kills, doesn't take crap, will not let people say inappropriate things, will call people out, but is definitely a positive presence. I could not, I humbly agree with all those assessments of those players. So, folks, that was the inaugural NFL Awards. We've had the NFL Awards happen out in the real world. So, in the world of AIM, we had to do our own version. Thank you to Vanilla Gorilla. Thank you to Rusty Hog for going through these awards and coming up with some great players. And again, we'll have some more Talking While Aiming coming up. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back talking while aiming, talking with Vanilla Gorilla, talking with Rusty Hog. And by the way, if you're looking at a video of a guy running through container, laying waste to those in front of him, that would be the Hog. Hog, you are out in container doing work. Who is that handsome devil working with you?
That would be you, Northern.
All right. This is a 2-on-2 match that we got into the other day. Who are we up against in this one? I think it's Aisha and someone else. Was it Kook Spook?
Kook Spook, you got it. Old school heavy hitter. I hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, he's from the British Isles. Absolutely lethal. Aisha, coming from Mexico, is an international fight we got going on here. And also an 808 level player, Roadblock, who I think just capped you, and you just took out Kook Spook right there.
That guy has been taking people down left and right. He is solid.
Roadblock is?
Yeah, he's solid. I don't run into him often, but when I do, forget about it.
Okay. So container, obviously a lot of sniping, a lot of moving around. Oh, Kook Spook just got you close quarters.
Yeah. Watch some mag changes, people.
Yeah, watch out. What are you looking to do? You know you've got two players out there that can drop you from any distance, any angle. What's the approach when you've got a full? Yeah, I just took him out, didn't you?
I'm looking to pause and reflect occasionally, as you see up here. I'm looking to watch my six at the same time, be aware of what's behind me to protect me. I've recently gotten into throwing grenades into areas where I'm not going, so I can go the other way and confidently think somebody does get killed on my way over. And then maybe clear it for my other team. So I've gotten a little more tactical with that. I'm always aiming for the spawn, as you know. And then, like I say, just stopping this.
What's that?
It's my boundary.
What's this grid thing that keeps coming back? Sorry, Rusty, but every once in a while, this grid thing pops up.
You're still using stationary. He's using full 3D. We use stationary.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I push my boundaries, buddy. I push my boundaries tight. So sometimes I might pull.
That's why.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, I push the limits now and again. Hug them corners tight, as you see too. That's my biggest thing right now is I hug them walls so tight it's not funny. But yeah, that boundary pushes me into places that are uncomfortable now and again.
Gotcha.
Come up tight against the wall when I'm trying to throw a grenade or something. I'm like, back up. Don't hit the window.
Hog, do you find yourself, especially when there's good players, getting up on a second or third level and trying to change it up that way?
Oh, sure. In fact, lately I've been trying to get my shooting sharper. And so I've actually been trying out that sniping role a little bit more. Not so much in containers, but more so in aim. I realize I can be a better player back there for the team overall occasionally.
Very nice. All right. I want to see if we can get a still frame of the score so we can see how we're doing here. You don't see what I do is I check my score every kill instantly to see, kind of how I'm doing, which kind of updates the score for players playing. I don't, now you're so focused on winning, which is what you probably should be doing instead of worrying about the score.
Right. During an actual tournament match, you'll see me pop up my screen more. And most recently, just because I've been a captain, so I like to keep my team informed. But outside of that, that's why I actually, tell you the truth, when we were playing the match, I was kind of looking to you as my team captain last night. Tell the truth.
Well,
there we go. There's a
situation, buddy. It doesn't look like we're doing good. You look like you're in number one there with a pretty good run. Looks like I might be in second place there, but we're getting our butts kicked. So. Yeah. London server with a minute left, down by 19. I don't see us pulling this one out, Hog. We'll stop the misery there.
Copy that.
I will give the win to Aisha. I will give the win to Kook Spook. They took out Hog and I in a tough
crew.
Yeah,
that's
a tough crew to get over on.
Yeah,
Aisha gets some really clean shots.
2-on-2, 3-on-3. It changes the dynamics. I got to say, that Roadblock guy probably tipped the things in their favor quite a bit too. 808 players, nothing to sneeze at. I haven't played with him. I've never played with him before, but Yeah, heck of a player. So yeah, a lot of fun. Folks, as you can see, we have done our first and second video review. Hog wasn't here. We actually did some video review on the Gorilla session as well. So got a couple of video edits coming your way once we get through a couple things. Letting you know, in the future, we want to see your highlight tapes. We want to see your best kills. We want to see you come on and have some tape to break down here on Talking While Aiming. So in the future, we're going to show a little tutorial that Hog put together for us on how you can send us your hits, your links. So when we ask you to come on, you'll be ready to rock and roll. More with Talking While Aiming right after this. Stay tuned. Talking with Vanilla Gorilla, talking with Rusty Hog, two regular contributors on the old Talking While Aiming panel show. Gentlemen, in honor of the Super Bowl, in honor of all things sports, we're getting together on Sunday. We're talking about the things that matter on AIM. And I was happy to hear, Hog, that you actually have checked out the beta, the new beta version of Talking While Aiming, or the new version of AIM XR. Is that right?
That's correct. I did check that out.
What do we need to know about this beta version? Is it ready to rock and roll?
And it's not quite ready to rock and roll yet. It's kind of like a teaser at the moment, as far as I could tell. I simply went into my headset and went to the AIM app, and I went ahead and updated it. And then that went ahead and loaded the whole new beta version. There's also a place on the app in your phone where they say you're supposed to click to change the version. So I did do that first. I don't know if it's necessary for both at the same time, but the long and the short, you go in there and there's kind of a cool new intro. Kind of reminds me of some like late 90s, early 2000s video games. And then you get in there and you're in the shooting range instead of the usual server list, leaderboard, and friends
The
list.
load screen. I call it the load screen. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So instead of that, you go into the range right off the bat. And then on your left controller, you pull up the screen for everything you want to do. You can pull up the leaderboard. You can pull up your friends list. You can pull up the servers. You can pull up your options.
So we're looking at really kind of new features, different ways of accessing a lot of the same features.
That's right. And new stuff. There's a store now.
What's some of the new stuff?
There's a store. You can buy new skins for different guns. Of course, the most popular models have the most wide variety, and there's a lot of eye-popping ones. Now that I'm using the M4, there was a cool dog-looking one. It was like red and white with the dog. All kinds of fun stuff. The AP85 only has one skin for it so far, but the more popular pistols have more. Temporarily, and I don't think it carries over, anybody who goes in there will have 100,000 credits to go ahead and check all this stuff out. And then, of course, the range is fully functional, so you can at least do that. I've heard word that some people have played bots so far.
Okay.
And I did not find the servers to be functional at this time.
Gotcha. So things are coming along, moving along with that beta. So not ready for the move yet, but heading in that direction. Rusty Hog, Vanilla Gorilla, two regular contributors on Talking While Aiming. Thank you for joining me on a beautiful Sunday. I hope you all have a great afternoon. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Any last words for the AIM community, Gorilla? Nobody cares. Work harder.
There you go.
I'm gonna leave it on that. That's that. I'm leaving it on that one, folks. Another episode of Talking While Aiming coming to a conclusion. Thanks to Rusty Hog. Thanks to Vanilla Gorilla. Have a great Sunday. Take care. You guys don't have.
Hey guys, Northern Savage here. If you made it this far, then obviously you like the content. Please smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep building up those content lists and doing all the fun stuff you like us to do. So, hey, smash that, do that thing that you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this stuff out, but thanks.